major trade out of the NBA. The Phoenix Suns are trading Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 overall pick in this year's draft, and 5 second-round picks. That's all going to Arizona, as JG will now join Devin Booker in the backcourt. We'll see what happens with Bradley Beal. For Durant, this will be his 5th team, 6th city. He played in Seattle to start his career. For Kevin and his illustrious career, they're starting to hit some potholes on the back burner. We'll talk about that more in a second. KD will now join Alperen Sengun and Amen Thompson to create a pretty formidable front court, but I don't know if it screams championship. Ime Udoka, we know, loves and values defense and guys that could go get a bucket. He got to the finals with Jason Tatum and a young Jalen Brown as well. I don't know if this trade makes a lot of sense for the Rockets. I'm not the guy that will be willing to give up on a 23-year-old Jalen Green just yet. Listen, is he Anthony Edwards? No, he's not Anthony Edwards, but he's just as athletic as Ant-Man, and KD's in his latter part of his prime, mid to late 30s. You're now bringing in Durant for Green. You're going to give up on this young man right now with all the upside. The Rockets were the number 2 seed out west. Were they in position to win a championship tomorrow? Probably not. But 3-4 years down the line, I think so. You don't have long-term commitments to Fred VanVleet. The Dylan Brooks piece of this trade, I think, is very valuable. How about you go ask the Memphis Grizzlies if Dylan Brooks meant something to their nucleus? They were never the same team after they moved off of Dylan. And now watch, the Rockets are not the same team. I know he's not a great scorer, but he brings a lot to the table night in, night out. I'm just confused about why the Rockets gave up so much to pull this trade off. You're going to give up on Jalen Green. You're going to give up on the number 10 overall pick as you start to pay some of these players like an Alperen Sengun. You're going to have to play Amen Thompson. You had an opportunity to get younger and cheaper for the next 3-4 years, but you're going to bring in a big contract, $50 million type of deal that Kevin Durant brings. I'm scratching my head from the Rockets' perspective. I know exactly why the Phoenix Suns made this move. By the way, home run move for Phoenix. Reportedly, they're not going to reroute Jalen Green. They plan to put him in the backcourt with Devin Booker. And listen, Booker probably is going to be on the ball a lot more. Green is a formidable guy that can play the 2, can also play the 3. It immediately makes the Suns more interesting, more athletic. And Green's a few years younger than Booker. So are they perfectly timelined together? I don't think so, but time will tell. Jalen's an exceptional athlete that can make a lot of plays happen. I think the Phoenix Suns are a much more interesting basketball team today than I did yesterday. And I think if you're a Suns fan, you feel better about paying for a ticket to see Phoenix play basketball today because you may see a Jalen Green dunk. If you're a Rockets fan, you're probably a little more upset today. I'm talking about the real Houston Rockets fans. You're going to have to pay more for a ticket because Kevin Durant is still box office and one of the best tickets you can see live. But as a team contending for a championship, to me, the Rockets got a little worse. You know, Kevin Durant is a legend, but at the end of the day, that legend has not impacted winning in a significant way in a very long time. Huge trade out of the NBA. Huge ramifications going to come from this bad boy out west. I think the Rockets got a little weaker today. That's my perspective. You let me know yours. Kevin Durant to the Rockets, Jalen Green to the Suns. Let me know your thoughts, time, love, and support. Sorry, OKC. Sorry, Indiana. You're going to have to share your headlines for Monday morning with Kevin Durant being traded. I'm out. It's FERRO's favorite time of the year, ladies and gentlemen. The NBA playoffs are intense, and my sponsor partners over at Underdog want to make that intensity worth your while. Underdog has released a new game that I am really feeling called Ladders, and I'll break it down to you. It's simple. You can win up to 100 times your money by selecting 3 to 5 players who you think will go off throughout a series. As a player hits a higher rung, your payout will jump up. It's simple as that. And when you sign up, all you got to do is use your boy promo code FERRO, FERRO. You know I'm going to throw you a few dollars extra on your first deposit. Try ladders out right now, only available on Underdog. Enjoy the Western Conference, Eastern Conference, and NBA Finals.